Roshni. I'm taking a seminar on the topic communication. We all know that communication is a way of transferring information from one system to another by means of any physical embodiment. Communication doesn't mean that only human beings' interaction or something, it also includes their speech and writing, and also the animals' sign languages, the way they understand each other. And there are various ways of communicating, like verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication. Even listening is a way of communication, and visual communication. mm, there are other ways of communicating, like using your facial expressions, like wink, smile, and waving of flags, um, moving of pointers over dials, playing of instruments, singing, dancing, miming, etc., and so on, are also a way of communicating with each other. Next, um, we all know that we all say that information is transferred from one system to another. Here, is meant system is mentioned to be said that it is perfect and gentle. Um, as I said before, it is not communication is not just for human beings, it's also between animals and even cells in our body and the neurons in our body. They also convey information from one to another, like one cell to another cell. um, the act of communication can be analyzed into four constituent parts and five agencies. uh, the first five agencies are encoder, transmitter, signal, receiver, and decoder. Whereas the encoder is, we select from a group of words to transfer the information. Transmitter is the vocal organs which transfer the message, and the signal is the sound wave which is sent to the receiver, which they will receive, and the receiver here is the organs of hearing of other person, and the decoder is how the receiver decode that message and their own way of interpretation of that information. And the four constituent parts that come under communication are selection from a code, transmission, reception, and interpretation. Like I said, it is um, the four constituent parts which need the help of the five agencies for their operation. From this, we get that it is like that. Observer observes the process of communication, like encoder, transmitter, signal, receiver, and decoder. As I said before, the process of communication. Next, the scientific study of communication can be divided into information theory, communication studies, biosemiotics, and biocommunication. Information theory is nothing but it studies quantification, storage, and communication of information in general, whereas communication studies, it concerns about humans' communication. Biosemiotics is it examines communication in and between living organisms, only between living organisms. But in biocommunication, it examines the interactions in and between organisms of all domains of life, even including small microbes and viruses. So this is how communication works, um, even under linguistics and under common situations. So thank you.